Birobidzhan is a town and the administrative center of the Jewish Autonomous Oblast, Russia, located on the Trans-Siberian Railway, close to the border with China. Population 75,413, 77,250, 83,667. History. Birobidzhan is named after the two largest rivers in the Autonomous Oblast, the Bira and the Bidzhan, although only the Bira flows through the town, which lies to the east of the Bidzhan Valley. Both rivers are tributaries of the Amur. The city was planned by the Swiss architect Hannes Meyer, and established in 1931. It became the administrative center of the Jewish Autonomous Oblast in 1934 and town status was granted to it in 1937. Yiddish writer David Bergelson played a large part in promoting Birobidzhan, although he himself did not really live there. Bergelson wrote articles in the Yiddish language newspapers in other countries extolling the region as an ideal escape from anti-Semitism elsewhere. At least 1,000 families from the United States and Latin America came to Birobidzhan because of Bergelson. When the Stalinist purges began shortly after the creation of Birobidzhan, Jews there were likewise targeted. Jews in Birobidzhan are targeted, and they're targeted in this very Soviet way specifically for what they came there for nationalism, for promoting the Yiddish language, for what they were told was a good thing just a couple of years earlier, explained Masha Jessen in discussing her book on the region where the Jews aren't. The sad and absurd story of Birobidzhan, Russia's Jewish autonomous region. Following World War II, tens of thousands of displaced Eastern European Jews found the way to Birobidzhan from 1946 to 1948. Some were Ukrainian and Belarusian Jews who were not allowed to return to their original homes. However, Jews were once again targeted in the wake of World War II when Joseph Stalin embarked on campaign against rootless cosmopolitans, a code name for Jews. Amongst those executed was David Bergelson, Birobidzhan's early promoter, who was killed in 1952 on his 68th birthday. Birobidzhan is the administrative center of the Autonomous Oblast and, within the framework of administrative divisions, it also serves as the administrative center of Birobidzhansky district, even though it is not a part of it. As an administrative division, it is incorporated separately as the town of Oblast. Significance of Birobidzhan, an administrative unit with the status equal to that of the districts. As a municipal division, the town of Oblast. Significance of Birobidzhan is incorporated as Birobidzhan Urban Okrug, Jewish and Yiddish culture. According to Rabbi Mordechai Shiner, the former chief rabbi of Birobidzhan and Chabad Lubavitch representative to the region, today one can enjoy the benefits of the Yiddish culture and not be afraid to return to the Jewish traditions. It's safe without any anti-Semitism, and we plan to open the first Jewish day school here. Mordechai Shiner, an Israeli father of 6, was the rabbi in Birobidzhan. He also hosted the Russian television show Yiddishkeit. His student, actually born in Birobidzhan, Rabbi Eliyahu Rees, has taken over the reins since 2010. The town's synagogue opened in 2004. Rabbi Shiner says there are 4,000 Jews in Birobidzhan, just over 5% of the town's population of 75,000. The Birobidzhan Jewish community was led by Lev Toit Inman until his death in September 2007. Jewish culture was revived in Birobidzhan much earlier than elsewhere in the Soviet Union. Yiddish theaters opened in the 1970s. Yiddish and Jewish traditions have been required components in all public schools for almost 15 years, taught not as Jewish exotica but as part of the region's national heritage. The Birobidzhan synagogue, completed in 2004, is next to a complex housing Sunday school classrooms, a library, a museum, and administrative offices. The buildings were officially opened in 2004 to mark the 70th anniversary of the founding of the Jewish Autonomous Oblast. Concerning the Jewish community of the Oblast, Governor Nikolai Mikhailovich Volkov has stated that he intends to support every valuable initiative maintained by our local Jewish organizations. In 2007, the first Birobidzhan International Summer Program for Yiddish Language and Culture was launched by Yiddish Studies Professor Boris Kotlerman of Bar-Ilan University. The town's main street is named after the Yiddish language author and humorist Sholem Aleichem. For the Hanukkah celebration of 2007, officials of Birobidzhan in the Jewish Autonomous Oblast claimed to have built the world's largest menorah. Economy. The chief economic activity is light industry. Education. The Birobidzhan Jewish National University works in cooperation with the local religious community. The university is unique in the Russian Far East. The basis of the training course is study of the Hebrew language, history and classic Jewish texts. The town now boasts several state-run schools that teach Yiddish, as well as an Anglo-Yiddish faculty at its higher education college, a Yiddish school for religious instruction, and a kindergarten. The 5 to 7-year-olds spend 2 lessons a week learning to speak Yiddish, as well as being taught Jewish songs, dance and traditions. It is a public school that offers a half-day Yiddish and Jewish curriculum for those parents who choose it. About half the school's 120 pupils are enrolled in the Yiddish course. Many of them continue on to Public School No. 2, which offers the same half-day Yiddish Jewish curriculum from 1st through 12th grade. Yiddish is also offered at Birobidzhan's Pedagogical Institute, one of the only university-level Yiddish courses in the country. Today, the town's 14 public schools must teach Yiddish and Jewish tradition. Climate. Birobidzhan experiences a monsoonal humid continental climate with very cold, dry winters and warm, very wet summers. Sports. The bandy club Nadezhda plays in the second highest division, the Russian Bandy Supreme League. There are talks about building an indoor arena. Chaim, Comrade Stalin. A documentary film, Chaim, Comrade Stalin, on Stalin's creation of the Jewish Autonomous Oblast and its partial settlement by thousands of Russian and Yiddish-speaking Jews was released in 2002, as well as relating the history of the creation of the proposed Jewish homeland. The film features scenes of life in contemporary Birobidzhan and interviews with Jewish residents. Twin towns and sister cities. Birobidzhan is twinned with Beaverton, Oregon, United States, Hegang, Heilongjiang, China, Malot Tashi-ha, Israel, Niigata, Japan.